Kingelffe, who's that guy? I don't remember. He hasn't uploaded in 4 months. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I made a video, so I figured with the new year it was time to make a channel update as well as kind of a channel direction for 2024. Also, Happy New Year, guys. So while I'm giving this update, I think I'm going to work on the inside of my PleasantCraft base here, just so that I have something for the background of this video. These are all empty shulkers, aren't they? Can you tell I'm rusty at this? And take 2. Yep, we got stone this time. Alright, so while I place the subfloor of my very monster-infested base, let's talk a little bit about why I haven't uploaded anything in 4 months. Basically, the short version is I was busy, but the long version is, well, a little longer. So, as a lot of you guys know, I am currently in school for computer science, and I just finished my 5th semester, and it was a really busy semester. I had a lot of really big group projects, and I had a lot of real-life stuff going on, too. My friend was getting married, and there was some other stuff, too, but I won't go into that. But yeah, between that stuff that was going on and all the schoolwork that I had to do, it was next to impossible for me to make the videos that I wanted to make. And that brings me to the other reason that I haven't uploaded in 4 months, is the videos that I wanted to make. Last year I was focusing on making a lot of megabases, Exhibit A, and because I was working on megabases like this, videos took a long time to make, and when you're making videos you've got to think about the continuity of what you're uploading as well. So yes, I've been working on other stuff on these worlds on top of the megabases, but if I've started a video on, for example, let's say this cathedral right here, which I have uploaded a video for, and then I start working on, say, the town down there, if I upload the town video before the cathedral is done, then you're going to see shots of the cathedral in the background, and people are instantly going to wonder, oh, well, what's that? Well, now my videos are out of order if I upload the cathedral video after, right? So basically, I was taking on projects that took me a very long time to complete. So that kind of accounts for the time between videos as well. Technically, I have 3 videos on the go right now, but none of them are ready to upload because they're just such massive projects that none of them have been finished in the 4 months that I've been working on them. Hopefully you guys are following that train of thought. And then, of course, because I've been working on such large projects like that, where I can't really upload a video until it's done, streaming has been more suited to what I've been doing lately. So I've been doing a lot of streaming rather than creating YouTube videos. By the way, Twitch link in the description. But over on Twitch, I was also working on these large projects that I've been working on for my videos because, well, if I don't, then they're never gonna get done, right? So because I've been working on the same projects for the past 4 months, I'm starting to get burnt out on them as well, so I stopped working on them on stream as well, which means that, you know, even less progress is being made towards a video. So everything was just compounding, and it became more and more daunting to make those videos, so I just never did. And the TLDR of what I just said is essentially I got busy with school, and I took on projects that were way too big and got burnt out on them. So that's where I've been for the past 4 months. I have still been making content, mostly over on Twitch though, because I've still been keeping up with fairly regular streams, just not regular YouTube videos in the slightest. And you know what, even that's a little bit of a lie, because I haven't streamed in like a month and a half either, but I'm getting back to that in, well, actually a couple hours from when I'm recording this. So now that you know where I've been for the past 4 months, you may be wondering, what is my plan moving forward here? So let's talk about that a little bit now. So currently on YouTube, I have 2 series going. I have my PleasantCraft series and I have my Hardcore series. So I do have separate plans for each of those, as well as a new plan. Let's start by talking about my flagship series on the channel for the last 2 years, the Hardcore Survival series. So, the direction that I'm wanting to go with this series is I'm going to still make YouTube videos for it, but I'm going to do it as more of like a progress update type video. So rather than doing an episodic series like I've been doing for the past 2 years, I'm going to make a kind of a world tour on day 2000, on day 3000, on day 4000, etc., etc. and I'll also do time-lapse videos on some of the bigger builds or even some of the smaller builds that I do on the world as well for the channel. But other than that, I'm going to be mainly converting that series to a streaming series because with that world, I've been doing a lot of mega builds. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm getting kind of tired of mega builds, but I still like doing them. So rather than having to restrict myself to a single build for a video, I can switch back and forth between a bunch of builds if I keep it to a stream series. So that's the direction we're going to go with the hardcore world. We're still going to do some videos, but more progress style and time-lapse, and then other than that, it'll be streamed over on my Twitch channel, which one should... Tripping over my own tongue here. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've recorded. As I was trying to say, the Twitch channel is linked in the description below, so make sure to drop a follow. Now let's talk about PleasantCraft. So PleasantCraft is the SMP that I'm part of, and it's actually the world that we're currently on, with nobody online with us right now. Sad face. This season of PleasantCraft has been running for nearly 2 years at this point, and we're starting to wind down and think about the future of PleasantCraft at the moment. So with my base mostly done other than inside of the cathedral here, I'm going to do one more video to kind of wrap up this series, and then we're going to put it on hold until we start a new season, I think. I'll still probably do streams on it when we do events and stuff like that, but we'll be shutting down this series until Season 4, I think, after I finish this base. And when Season 4 does come around, we'll be doing it on both platforms, YouTube and Twitch. But once again, rather than doing an episodic series like I have done in the past, I'm going to go for more of the update style videos. So I might do a video every week or two just to show you what we've done in our streams and what builds we've done, events we've done, all that kind of stuff. We'll flush out the style of that video as we go, but we'll do that closer to Season 4. So the TLDR of what we just went over, our hardcore series is going mostly over to Twitch with the occasional progress update or time-lapse video on the YouTube side, and our PleasantCraft series is coming to a conclusion for Season 3 with one more video coming out, and then we'll be on hold until Season 4. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'm also going to be starting a new project this year, and that project is simply a single-player survival world. Not hardcore, no twists or anything, just a regular survival world. And this world is going to be mostly on the YouTube side. I may have the occasional stream for like resource gathering or something like that, but for the most part, it's going to be all on YouTube. And I've been thinking of doing something a little interesting with that series as well. I'm gonna try doing something that I don't know if I've seen anyone do yet. But I'm going to do a hybrid between an episodic series and a long play series with this. And what I mean by that is I'm going to have your regular episodes, so episode 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a specific task in each of those episodes. But in between episodes, or in between scenes in an episode, if I need to do a bunch of resource gathering or something like that, I may do a long play episode as well, where I just put some chill ambient music in the background and grind out the resources that I need. Or instead of doing a time-lapse, I may do a long play video on me building the building, and then it'll jump from a scene before the building to a scene after the building in the episode. I haven't ironed out all the details, but I'm thinking something like that. So we should probably talk about why I'm doing a regular single-player survival world, because a lot of you are probably thinking, Elfie, that's very 2012 of you. And that's actually exactly the point. Making YouTube content the way that people like consuming it today is absolutely exhausting. You have to have this huge plan, you gotta structure your video, you gotta plan your builds, you've gotta have a huge hook like this build has 5 million blocks in it or something like that, and it takes forever to do. Like I was saying at the beginning of my video, that's the main reason I haven't uploaded in 4 months. I've been following this YouTube trend that everyone has hopped on, and it just gets crazier and crazier the more people do it, because everyone's trying to one-up the other person. And now we're getting to these like 10 million block builds, and for someone who's not a full-time content creator, that is not realistic for me to do in the slightest. And I know that people are actually starting to get sick of that kind of video as well. And it's not just viewers, it's creators too. People may put on a happy face while they're making these videos, but I can guarantee you they're just as exhausted as me when they're making these giant videos. Like, if you asked Grian or Fwip, I'm sure they'd say that it's absolutely draining making those videos. Anyways, back to the point I was trying to make. I got a little off topic there. I want to go back to more of that 2012 style video where you have maybe like a 15 to 20 minute YouTube video, but you're not making a mega build. You're making maybe a small portion of a build, or a small building within like a town, or a redstone contraption. It would take maybe a day to record at most. You spend a couple hours editing, and then you upload. Think Ethos Lab back in the day when he was just starting his second survival world that he is still on to this date. I know personally I was really excited to come home from school every day and watch the new Ethos Lab video because they weren't these giant extravagant builds like people make in their videos today, but they were small thought out builds that just added so much life to his world and he was really passionate about. That's the kind of thing that I want to kind of emulate with my new survival world that I'm making. And then on top of that, it's very stress-free. I don't have to worry about dying like I do in my hardcore world. I don't have to worry about interacting with other people like I do on PleasantCraft. It's just a very chill world that I can go on, play for a few hours, and then upload a video for. Because yes, I am still in school. I'm in my last semester of my program, so it's going to be a busy one still. So I do have to think about that when I'm thinking about content for streaming or YouTube. So I'm on a limited time frame here. Nope, time frame's not the word I was looking for. Schedule. I'm on a limited schedule. That's what I was trying to say. So I've got to think of ways that I can fit content creation in, and this is one of the ways that I'm going to do it. And I think experimenting with an episodic / long play series is going to be fun too. Like I said, I don't think I've seen people do that, so we'll see how it goes. If it goes really well, I'll continue doing it. If it doesn't, I won't. And on top of it being a lower stress style video, I'm actually excited to take a step back and start making smaller, more detailed builds rather than giant mega builds that take months upon months to make. And I'm really excited to start improvising my builds again too. I'm uninstalling Lightmatica. I thought I liked it at first, but I really don't. Don't get me wrong, it's a really useful mod, but I just really enjoy improvising my builds. That's what makes Minecraft fun for me, and using Lightmatica has kind of sucked the fun out of Minecraft. One stream later, we've made a good amount of progress on the inside of the cathedral here. Speaking of streams, let's talk about where we're going to go with Twitch this year. In 2023, we actually made a good amount of progress on the Twitch channel. I started the year with, I think, about 170 followers, and I'm on the cusp of hitting 1,500 now, which is absolutely fantastic, so thank you to everyone who followed in the last year. So in 2024, our main focus on the Twitch channel is going to be our hardcore series, and we'll mix in some PleasantCraft once we start up Season 4 as well. You may notice that I'm repeating some things. That's because I'm going to have chapters in this video, so some people may only watch the Twitch section of it, some people may only watch the YouTube section of it, etc, etc. One thing that people may be curious about is stream schedule. So as of the beginning of 2024 here, I'm not going to have a precise stream schedule, and that's because, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I am still in school, so I have a busy semester ahead of me, and I do have to prioritize that. So, arrow? Someone took a shot at me, but I'm not sure where from. Stupid skeleton made me lose my train of thought. Right, stream schedule. So rather than having a set stream schedule at the beginning of 2024 here while I'm still in classes, I'm just going to flash on screen here right now when I am not available to stream. So these are all Eastern Standard Time because I live in Ontario in Canada. So all these times that I'm showing on screen here right now, I am not available to stream. Anything outside of those time slots is fair game for stream, so make sure you're also part of my Discord community because I'll make sure to post updates on there when I know that I'm going to be streaming or when I know that I can't stream. Link for that will be in the description. So that's the Twitch plan up until I graduate. After I graduate, we're definitely going to have a different plan, but we'll discuss that more as the year goes on because I don't exactly know what that plan will be as of right now, because I haven't decided if I want to go back to school right away to upgrade my degree or if I want to go directly into the workforce. I still have to decide that. so I'll keep you updated as I go. The last thing that I want to touch on in this video in terms of updates for 2024 is ExtraLife. So for anyone who's maybe not aware of what ExtraLife is, it's essentially a charity foundation raising money for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and I participate in their events every year. And last year, we absolutely annihilated our previous record for ExtraLife, which was $370, but in 2023, we raised $2,500 US for ExtraLife. So absolutely massive thank you to everyone who donated last year. And my campaign for 2024 just started 3 or 4 days ago, I think, and we've already raised $140 for ExtraLife. So that is absolutely amazing to see as well. So the plan for 2024 is I want to do more ExtraLife events to raise money for that charity. But I haven't exactly worked out how I'm going to do that yet. But throughout the month of January, I'm going to be putting together a game plan for the year for ExtraLife. So expect a plan on my Discord server, probably towards the middle to end of January on when our events are going to be for ExtraLife. Oh right, the other thing that I really wanted to mention on the YouTube side of things, because I've actually never mentioned this over here on this platform, only on Twitch. I have a viewer server that I launched last year in September, and it's been a ton of fun logging on and playing Minecraft with you guys when I can. I didn't do it a whole lot in 2023, but I plan on upping my my server activity in 2024 here. That'll be mainly a Twitch side thing. So the requirements to join that server, if you would like to, is you do have to be part of the Discord server so that you can whitelist yourself. You have to be following me on Twitch, and you have to follow all the rules. That's all there is to joining. You don't have to pay a subscription or anything. It is a free server to join. Just know that my mods will break out the banhammer if you break the rules, so we're always watching. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you join up on the Discord server and drop a follow over on the Twitch. And yeah, we'll be doing more server events in 2024 as well. We're going to be planning those out once again in the month of January here. Myself and the mod team are going to sit down and we're going to figure out what we want to do in terms of different server events or builds or whatever we decide as a community that we want. And we will communicate those dates and events to you via Discord. I think those are all the updates that I have for you. I know I threw a lot of information at you guys all at once in the last however many minutes this video is. I've just been recording. I don't actually know how long the video is at this point. But bear with me for a little bit longer because we're going to do something a little more fun than just babbling on about the plans for 2024. Like I said, I haven't uploaded a video in 4 months, so you guys don't know the progress on the PleasantCraft server or on my hardcore world unless you guys have been following the streams. So we're going to do a quick tour of both. So I gave a little bit of an overview of the PleasantCraft base earlier on in the video when I was talking about mega bases. So we've done a lot of work since the last video when we built the cathedral here. I will be making a time-lapse video for all of this, and it'll likely be worked into my next episode as well, my final episode of PleasantCraft Season 3. But I'm just going to do a quick flyby of everything that we have done since building the cathedral. That way you guys can see all of the terraforming effort that went into this area. There are well over 100,000 stone blocks placed in this area, and it took a long time to design this this mountain range that I have here. And one of my mod team helped me with the design. We got into using Axiom and stuff like that. So it looks really cool, but it's one of the things that I want to step away from in this coming year here. Like I said, I'm getting rid of Light Matica. Even though this turned out really, really cool, I want to go back to freehanding everything. So let's give a fly around of the back here. As you can see, it is a full mountain range. It's not like one of those things where I have the facade in the front and then I have like a Hermitcraft style base in the back. It is very plain, I'll give you that, but it is finished. But yeah, that's a quick fly around of the progress on PleasantCraft here. So let's hop over to the hardcore world for a minute. It's been so long since I've been on this world, especially making YouTube content, that I actually had to look up what my last video was. I genuinely could not remember, and it was when we built all those farms, and I've made a little bit of progress since then. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. I pressed F5 too many times. There we go. So this is what the area around the obelisk is looking like now. So in the last video, we built farms, which were all dotted around the world. In the video before that, we actually built the obelisk, I think. So if you haven't seen the floating island that I have over here, or this runway that I'm making, I want to finish this by day 2000 if I can. But I'm not going to be super strict with that deadline anymore. That's one of the things that I want to step away from in 2024 here, is setting deadlines for myself to be done certain projects. It'll be done when it's done. My sole... Alright, tongue untied. My sole goal in this world is to survive at this point, and we're not going to set deadlines for projects to be done anymore. Now to give you an idea of how far behind in terms of making videos I am for this world. During my subathon in, I think it was July, we built the rift below my obelisk here. So this giant custom ravine with this cool glass effect on the bottom. We made this in, I believe it was July. My last video came out in September, I believe. So this had been done for a few months by the time I uploaded my video with the farms and everything like that. But I haven't uploaded the video for the rift or the subathon. So, yeah. Oh, hi, friend. But yeah, flying through the rift, this is a really cool feel. I do have to do a little bit more work with the lighting still. I want to put more glow lighting around to just kind of give it that very faint lighting all the way through, and I want to do something under the glass as well. Maybe on the bottom layer, throw in some lava underneath. But other than that, the rift here is done. But that's not the only project that we've been working on in this world. More recently, if we fly in this direction from the obelisk, I believe, we start hitting the outline for a new base that I've been working on. So we started this project during October, around Halloween. So this is going to be a necromancy fortress. I'm working on the basic outline of all the buildings right now and trying to figure out the design style that I want. This is the first thing in this world that I've freestyled since the floating islands. The obelisk was all planned out in a creative world. The other build that I'm about to show you is all planned out in a creative world. This one, I just got a bunch of blocks and I started placing them, and I wanted to see where it would take me. But yeah, not a whole lot to show you over here yet because it's mostly just a scaffold for the building. Alright, so the last thing that I want to show you guys for progress in this world, we have to step into the nether for. So I decided that I wanted a massive nether hub in this world. And when I say massive, I do mean massive. Let me show you the area that we had to clear out in order to start making it. Yeah, we cleared out a lot of blocks in here. And if you're curious just how many, look at the netherrack stat. And then the 2 soul sands are up there as well. But yeah, this 200 by 200 perimeter is centered around an intersection in a nether fortress. So we're going to have a big wither skeleton farm in the center here. And we're also going to have a, where is it? Yeah, there it is, a dual blaze spawner in this nether hub as well. And it's going to go off in the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, towards different destinations in the world. But it took me about 3 months to hollow this entire thing out. This is another project that I started back in, I think, July? It took me from July until the end of September, I think, to do this. We may have even cut into October, I can't remember. But yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. But yeah, those are the big things that I wanted to show you guys in the world. There are obviously smaller things dotted around that I didn't show you in this video, but as you can see, we're nearing day 2000, and I did say I'm going to do a full world tour at day 2000, so stay tuned for that if you want to see all the other stuff, or tune into my streams when I'm working on said small things. But yeah, that's going to do it for this update video. I hope you guys are all caught up to speed on what's going on with me and where this channel is going to be going in 2024. If you do have any more questions, drop them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, drop those in the comments below. And if you feel like it, ask them to me live on Twitch too. And yeah, that's all I got. Bye-bye. Wow, that was kind of an abrupt end, I guess. Well, I did say I was rusty. Where's the stop recording button?